Okay, we're out at the home, actually not home, it's a business for Kathy and Chris, and kind of started the project, and there's some things that we can help out on as far as making it look right, and then also some areas that need to be addressed and finished entirely. So as you can see, there is some existing hardy on here already, but we have some cleanup work to do on that. We have some beam work that we're going to do up here on the front with some wood that they are going to supply, and then really some other just sidewall siding that we're going to do that's pretty straightforward. So we'll take a quick look around. It's right on the corner of 181 and Eagle, I think it's Eagle Creek Ranch Road, something like that, right across from Oak Hills Community Church. But past this building I don't know how many times, coming out to see clients here in Floresville. So we'll talk about the scope of work real quick, and they're really looking forward to moving their business in here. Ton of work inside. Chris showed me around inside, and they're really doing a lot of things right inside. So appreciation for details and work done right is definitely an important aspect of this job. So just real quick, starting on the fascia. This fascia has already been done up here. Now they took the fascia off and went with a fascia, a full fascia board, not a 5/16, but a 3/4. By probably 8-inch. So that's already been done. Didn't exactly nail it all that right, but definitely not worth tearing down. Soffit's already been done, as you can see. We're going to correct these two edges. So see how we see the facing edge in the seam here? We just need to take this piece off, extend it over to cover that seam to make it a non-forward facing seam. Same thing on this edge and the seam right here. Otherwise, we're just, if there's hardy on here already, we're just painting it, and just caulking and sealing and painting. So that's an important thing that we got to point out. This galvanized, the metal drip cap, that's going away everywhere. You can tell it's all dinged up, and the 1x2 drip edge wasn't really, some places it's hardy, some places it's wood. So we just need to make that, clean that up a little bit. So we're going to pull off this metal drip cap, and we're going to put on hardy drip edge everywhere. So it's going to look so much cleaner. Obviously, this is our place of business. It's a safety training business. Do a lot of oil fill work and things like that. So this 1x2 metal drip cap, the metal drip cap's going away. We're going back with a 1x2 hardy drip everywhere. Okay, even if there's already drip edge installed, we're taking off the drip edge, taking off the 1x2 metal, or taking off the metal drip cap, and installing a hardy 1x2. So that will be done all the way around. Underneath here, the porch ceiling is staying. It's not hardy. It looks probably like an LP smart side kind of board. That's staying, and we're just painting it. Okay, all the way under both sides of the front porch and over here. Now it's Minnesota white cedar. All this wood here, she got it from some of her family, so it's kind of a sentimental deal. What we are going to do, they have the cedar. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill in this facing area here with the cedar. We're going to fill in this area up here with the cedar on both sides. So both sides of this beams. And then both these areas right here, the little triangle areas right there, that will be filled in with cedar. And this will be filled in with cedar right here. Now on the front facing edge of the beams, they wanted to fill those in as well with cedar right here under the soffit and right here. So I want to make this ultra clear, is that we're not providing any wood for that work. They have the cedar, and that will be provided. We will do the installation and the labor and nothing else. We're going to give them a stain guy to stain the columns and the rest of the woodwork, which will look beautiful, but we're not including staining or any cedar material in the project proposal. Okay, as we kind of walk around, obviously it's torn down to just sticks inside. Really did nice work inside. It just feels solid. But the point is that we were able to see the wall cavity inside. There is, or on the substrate beneath this hardy is a OSB board, and it is already wrapped. So the good news is all we have to do is tear off this trim, tear off all the siding, and reinstall our new siding. You can see up there, even though they did some fascia replacement on the front, we're just going to overlay. We have to tear off this aluminum, tear off the 1x2 drip cap, put on the 1x2 hardy drip edge, and then do our fascia overlay all the way up the gable, fascia overlay all the way down. This gable vent, there's going to be 2 new gable vents we're going to put in that are going to be provided. Chris has bought those. I think they're somewhat of a solar attic fan component to them, but we're installing those. They're going to be provided by the client. You can see the hardy soffit on here is already in place. We talked about that not needing to be perforated, but it's already up there. So as opposed to bearing that extra expense, we're just going to leave it. We're going to do our fascia overlay, caulk and seal everything, and then paint. This transition piece all the way around here, we need to take that off, that little 2x2, and we're going to use a 1x2 hardy. We're going to have to mortar it, obviously, as you can see here. So we'll mortar it here, get it caulked and sealed back to the building here. But that will, this will go away. And we'll put down a nice hardy 1x2, which is going to last a heck of a lot longer than that wood 2x2. We are doing a board and batten all the way around. Kathy had some pictures off Pinterest or somewhere that she really liked. So we're going to do board and batten. On the board, it's going to be the cedar mill board, okay? And on the batten strips, we're going to do them every 16 inches. So 1x2 battens every 16 inches, and the board will be a cedar mill grained board. Excuse me. Coming across the back, the soffit's already been done. So you can see that H molds are up and everything's good. That's one thing here. There's an H mold missing down there. So we'll have to install a little piece of H mold. It's actually sitting right on the brick shelf. Corner trim's all coming off. Use headed nails. So again, what's on here now is it wasn't really done properly. The window trim wasn't really done properly. So when it's all said and done, it's going to look entirely different, and the hardy's going to perform the way it was intended to, because it will be installed right. All the security lights, cameras, those will all stay, and we're just painting the soffit. Back here again, we got the fascia wrapped with aluminum. So again, we're taking off the metal drip cap. We're taking off the hardy, well, that's wood. We're taking off the 1x2 drip edge. We're putting on a 1x2 hardy drip, and then doing our fascia overlay. Sidewall, same thing as we talked about elsewhere. Window trim goes bye-bye. Right now the window trim is, laid over the siding. We're going to do what's called a butt-to application, where the trim will go on first, and then we'll butt to the siding to eliminate this. So right now, water, bugs, everything, it just looks kind of unsightly. You can get back here. This goes on first, and our trim boards will butt up to it, creating a nice caulkable joint here that will look really clean and really finished. Same thing here with the 2x2, that goes bye-bye, and we put down a 1x2 hardy. This door was already put in, so that's staying. We just need to retrim the door. It's a double stack trim. So you can see they used a big old, probably like a Ply-Sem or something, kind of looks like a real 2x right here, and faced it with a 1x3/4 hardy board. So we'll have to clean that up a little bit. And based on the way the door's setting, it's probably going to have to be somewhat of a replicated thing to that. But that facing trim will be new, the hardy. Come around to the side. Again, we got more security lights, cameras. Those stay. Coming over here, the soffit's only about 9-10 inches. Over here, the soffit's open. Chris has the soffit perforated, again, just so it matches, even though we don't need it perforated. We got the ridge vents and we got the gable vents. There's no need at all whatsoever to have it perforated. You can even see it's foamed in, so any kind of gap that there was has been foamed in anyways. But for aesthetics and also cost of not having to tear down that soffit that's already up and waste the material, the labor, and the cost of redoing it, we're going to take the material that Chris has for this soffit. Okay, so this soffit material on the left side of the house will be provided by Chris. We don't need to purchase that. We're just providing the labor to put the soffit up. Fascia overlay, take off the metal drip cap, This side's probably the worst condition of all in terms of the fascia and soffit. We're going to take off the metal drip cap. We're going to install a Hardy 1x2 drip edge, and then we're going to do our fascia overlay, including this little triangular cut piece right here. Same thing on the sidewalls. Here's a good corner, you know, kind of confirm what we already saw inside, but you got your house wrap. Hopefully you can see it in the video. You got your house wrap. I don't know if it's a Tyvek. It looks, I don't know, might be even a Hardy wrap, but there's a perforated wrap here, and then we got our OSB, and we confirmed it's on all 4 sides. The OSB is, so we're just doing a tear off and saving them some money. So this will all come off, and then we're back around to the front side. Again, soffit material for this side of the building will be provided by Chris. We do not need to provide the soffit material. Over here, again, we go back to the aluminum wrap on the fascia. So again, that drip cap metal, the 1x2 drip board, and this metal aluminum flash, or not flashing, but wrapping on the fascia goes bye-bye, and we're going to install our overlay nice and flush with the gable fascia all the way down to the porch ceiling fascia, and the front has already been done with the fascia replacement. So that's the same case on both sides of this patio, the front porch. It's the same situation on both sides, this side and the side over there. So that's pretty much what we are looking at. Again, they're really kind of full speed ahead on this. Trying to get, Chris said the business is booming, and they're really trying to get into the space quickly. So we talked about 6 to 8 week lead time. And again, there should be no problems if we get the go ahead here later this afternoon. But you can see the ridge vent up top. So again, really, you know, those gable vents that we're going to install that they're providing, this gable vent here they will provide, and the opposite side gable vent they're providing, that coupled with the ridge vent will be all the ventilation that we need up there. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, we're not doing any staining on the front. I'll put them in touch with Luis, and they can use him or use some other option, but we are not doing any staining. Nor are we providing any of the cedar, just the labor to fill in these beams to make them look truly like beams. And that's what we got. Chris, Kathy, really appreciate y'all's time today. Appreciate you meeting me out here, and we look forward to working with you on this project. Thanks so much.